my god. Yeah, I'm not even going to answer that, Con. Let me record. Why is my... Okay, there we go. Pretty slow day so far. Answer when you start recording now. We got a small long into 117k, and I think we just got stop break even. Not long ago, like 15 minutes ago. I wanted a pullback, but I didn't want it to be this aggressive. So, as it stands right now, I'm waiting a bit. I do still want us to. I do still want us to reclaim this range low, and if we do reclaim the range low, I expect us to break out to the upside this time around and extend to 125k, because that's what I'm still looking for. Which would look something like this. And then around 125k, I'm going to be very, very defensive, because that's where I personally think we're going to locally top for now. And I'll probably also take some shorts on a lot of alts, I think, that look a bit weaker. Sol's probably a primary candidate, purely because it's super liquid. And it just has a very good short setup. So that's a bit my thoughts here. If we fail to reclaim, probably we're sweeping 112k. Maybe we go a bit lower, and I want to see us move up from there. And if we close below 110k back inside the previous range low, previous range high, sorry. So underneath this zone, then that would be very bearish for the time being, and that would mean that we need to cool off a lot longer than most people anticipate, I think. So that's basically my two plans here for BTC. I think you can line them up with alts as well. Alts front ran the dump past 2-3 days, are down a fair bit. So I expect them to bottom before BTC. And they already have. I mean, they showed it this morning that they were bottoming a bit before BTC was bottoming. So going to see on that to continue as well. My financial advisor seeing 100% of my portfolio on leveraged Fartcoin. 3x leveraged Fartcoin and your portfolio is gone, yeah. How does Fartcoin look? Also, let me share this. Do you have any validation? For what, the long or the short? I mean, for the long, it would be closing below 110k. If we get any high time frame close below 110k, I don't think it looks pretty good. So that would be the invalidation. Ideally, I just want us to move up from here, to be honest, and reclaim and then go 125. And then when we're at 125, we can look for shorts. That's what I'm looking at here for BTC. It could still bottom here. Granted, we take out a lot of the shorts that opened this morning. If it's only shorts, it could also be longs. Because we had a very crazy OI increase this morning. It's probably a mix of shorts and longs, to be fair. We did see a bit of a peel off when we moved up, which indicates it's probably people bottom shorting. I think if you get like an aggressive 5-minute spike, and volume wise that also lines up, then that could be a good bottom. Like, it's interesting how much volume has been going into these lows so far. It's good to bottom on high volume instead of low. So this is good. People start bottom shorting into this especially when it reclaims then. Listen to the universe, James. The Black Swan. Do we have to? Do we still have the Black Swan emote? No. Oh, we also don't have Taleb. Fuck. Wait. I can't find it. Ah, here. Here we go. I think we could bounce here low time frame. To be honest. Maybe a bit more chop. I think around New Year close, we probably bounce because they can't sell anymore. But we did like the typical New York open pump for a bit, and then we just full retraced 30 minutes after. What's Sol looking like? For Sol, I've been discussing this the past few days a bit. After we sold our spot in the 200 region, that I want to move into this supply zone at 210, 215 to get short on it, and that I wanted to move into 180 to get long on it. Now, if we get a bit more consolidation here and we manage to hold 178, I'll probably get long on it. But it's trading very, very sluggish, very reminiscent of ETH's PA of the past 3 years before it started trading very well. So that's something to definitely consider here. That Sol is the new ETH for now, and probably will be until its ETF gets approved and it starts getting buying pressure from those ETFs. I think if we lose 178 and then 160, it probably goes all the way back to the lows and more. So not the time to go max bull on it. I think you want to look for shorts on it because it looks very exhausted. If the RSI gets oversold heavily, maybe you can also try long on it as if it keeps absorbing here. So definitely time to pay attention on it for a scalp, because this whole well, this whole zone is pretty interesting, in my opinion. Like sweep like that squiggle here would be good. What's up, HBJ? How you doing, mate? That's pretty much my Sol plan. It hasn't changed from last week, to be fair. Repeating a fair bit of stuff we already discussed the past few weeks, but good to remember it. Ray also looks cooked. I didn't get my short entry here cleanly. Just tapped off the trend line. Getting bored with the PA. Yeah, we were looking good earlier, to be honest. Like the only option now is a reclaim from here and a V shape, double bottom. Sorry. Yeah, Sailor. It's reloading his clip, so once Sailor starts buying, we probably drift back to 119. I'm kind of tempted to relong this, to be honest. Wait and see what this H4 has to say. ETF DeFi strong. Yeah, I think ETF DeFi coins are pumping ahead of maybe some bullish ETH news or something. I saw you caught CRV. CRV looks very good. Unless that was the top, of course. But yeah, this is a big res, but if it flips this, it's clear skies. H4 also looks good. Basically flipped res. Are you still long on it, HBJ? I mean, as long as it holds this new base it's formed, it looks good. I wouldn't long it here though, but I guess this is cleaner, actually. Pick up parcels, nice. Yeah, this looks like a good breakout. If it tries again here in the next 24 hours, 48 hours, it looks very good. SPK, yeah, SPK had a very big run the past few days, didn't it? Good absorption here in these lows, but now you really want to see this hold. I mean, this whole zone needs to hold. But it got absorbed, then it ran into this supply it formed on the way down, right? This. And now it's rejecting, so your invalidation is quite clear. If it starts closing below this, then it's probably going to do this stairs down, right? Check WLD. Is it pumping again? Or why are people looking at it? Don't think this is something you want to trade. Unless it's for shorting. Like, it gives these very clean short setups, as you can see here. Which it did in May. If it does that here, you probably just want to short it again. Like there's nothing here that tells me, okay, yeah, let's long it. But also equally, you can't really short it here. Like the AI narrative is it's a bit cooked. And it's basically fighting against this previous support. Well, this is now resistance. This was previously very big support. But we are stuck below it. So then you kind of want to treat this whole area as your new range, where 139 is range high and 86 is the range low. How do you feel about Ada? Ada looked very good throughout the week, but it's probably gonna look a bit worse now that we're pulling back. Yeah, I mean it broke out right alongside with XRP and the other dinos. It still looks alright. This is again a pretty aggressive rejection. Also, once again, quite similar to that SPK chart where on high time frame it moved into the supply, which you could see here, and then it rejected aggressively and pretty much instantly closed below on high time frame. And now it's accepting below this zone where it should have given a bounce. Right, this was our zone for a bounce, which we drew out. And it just started closing below instantly, so it's probably heading for 70 cents. Unless it does some funky reclaim. This was once again quite a clean short, man. Like these setups are quite clean. What do you think about BTC? Yeah, I wanted to see the reclaim earlier when we started moving up. So my two scenarios I have right now is that we're gonna double bottom here, and then probably drift up over the weekend with Sailor torching his 2 billion again, which would be the ideal scenario because that probably means we go to 120 and then 125. But if we don't hold here, then we're probably gonna sweep 112 at least, I would say. I'm leaning for the first scenario, by the way. I'm leaning up before lower. So I kind of want to re-long because my long got stopped break even. So maybe I should re-long, to be honest. But it's also like it's a Friday and I had my long today and it made us some money, so I'm gonna be content with that. Yeah, it looks very similar to that HBJ. I think I discussed that with Pat on stream. No, we discussed the December scenario with Pat. Actually, are you from Belgium? Yeah, yeah, we discussed the wrong scenario. Actually, but yeah, I mean, your invalidation on BTC here for a scalp is quite easy. We're actually bull diving. Maybe I should just long here. Yeah, I'm gonna try a small long with just the stop below the lows. I don't really care if they run it from here. Then hopefully we get at least a move into 1800. What does Ina look like? Actually. Because we did CRV. Yeah, I'm not gonna dox my location, guys. I'm not from the French part. I'm sure you can tell that. Let's look at Ina. Man, this looks good. Let me clean this up. Yeah, you almost just need to chase here if you want to long it. And then like if you lose 517, it's probably... You probably want to walk away from it, but it looks very good to just continue. There's not much going on here, right? So this should just keep legging up. That reclaim yesterday was probably your trigger this morning. Like where were we? Yeah. Up only since daily open basically. You wanted to reclaim 56, Pat? I guess this, right? Or you wanted to reclaim all the way up here? Anyways, this looks great too. Great for continuation if it holds here. If it bears retest here, it probably gives 517. Man, alts are getting battered. SPX was looking quite good this morning. Hype looks alright. Sarah got the upbit listing, didn't it? Probably done for a while now. Yeah, BNB is making new all-time highs. I don't know, low time frame I wanted 720, but it didn't give me. It looks pretty decent as long as it holds here. Which isn't that big of a stop, right? But you just target whatever fib levels you have. Yeah, this was a very clean setup if it gave, but it didn't really pull back. I mean, it kind of retested it here on 19th. But yeah. Now it looks okay here. Probably one of the few alts that has a good looking market structure, to be honest. Like alongside the ETH coins. Launchcoin is just rugging, yeah, yeah. So many rugs, man. How big impact do you think if Fed cuts rates? I don't think it will impact anything. I think you will get an exit pump. Yeah, 10% BTC can then probably some distribution and then death. People are too focused on the rate cuts, in my opinion. Also, alongside this BTC setup I just shared, Hype's probably a good one as well. For it to hold. It kind of needs to hold here, so the RR makes sense, to be honest. If it sweeps 41 again, for me, it's dead. It shouldn't test this demand again. It's too obvious. So you could potentially also try this, by the way. So Hype and BTC would be okay longs from here, which I like 0.9% stop and 3% stop. Don't feel like risking more going into the weekend. Fuck Pump Fund, fuck Launchcoin. I mean, yeah, I just don't understand why people were longing Pump Fund when we have Bonk. While Bonk is doing it better and stuff. Like, these are the guys that extracted for the past 2 years, right? I told you this, Pat. Or did I tell you did that in my dreams? Maybe that's also a possibility. That I think I told you. What's this? And why is it looking okay? This doesn't look bad, you know? I don't know what it does though, but interesting coin. Probably want to pay attention to. Maybe if it gets a close above this this region, could get long on it. Altcoin puking. Yeah, BTC is also just chopping as well. Means taking a hit. Did something get posted or something? I don't see anything. Altcoin looks good. I mean, it's nuking. Looks good for a short. I mean, it looked good for a short. Yeah, it's coming into support here, so it could give a bounce. 120 is a big level. BTC nukes 0.3%, all just jumping off a cliff again. Fartcoin just dumped 4% on that 0.3% BTC move. That's nuts. That is nuts. Yeah, I think you just click less buttons the next couple days. As also closing below this this support. What's this? Cook USDT. Huh. Interesting. Trump said EU tariff talks are 50-50. Alts are bottoming before BTC here, I think. Like we discussed it with HBJ yesterday, right? That alts have been front running these bottoms for quite a while now. They like to do that. this time is any different, apart from, of course, some select outperformers. But like what you're seeing on Fartcoin and Sol and whatever else is there, it's a good signal of at least somewhat of a bounce coming soon, hopefully. Although I think you definitely want to be looking for shorts on the next big pump. If we get that one pump, which we're looking for. Does the market still care about tariffs? Are you still long on TRX, James? Believe it's up 5% from when we discussed it. And it just confirmed demand here. Wouldn't surprise me if this legs up from here. Also not a bad looking coin. What's Sui looking like? Needs to fucking print that div here, yeah? Not too great. Why is this green? Never mind. I don't think you can get a lot of size on this, but if this breaks down from this zone, then it's probably a short. First need to get the breakdown on the retest though. Maybe if it gets a pump to here, you can also short. Say also kind of bearish retest. Any other short requests, guys? I'll go over them, and then I think I'm gonna end the stream. I think you just wanna focus on BTC here and look at the strong alts. Yesterday it was Bong and Sui that were strong. Today is the ETH beta coins, so you probably want to focus on the ETH beta coins like CRV and Etina. Maker's also ETH beta, right? Maker doesn't look bad. I mean, it's a bit of a stable coin in general, but it doesn't look bad here, high time frame either. It needs to flip to 270 though, but looks pretty good. Like, as long as it doesn't revisit this wiki, it should be good. So what's that, like a stop if you're too long? This is not gonna be an easy area though, because like you see here, it rejected. In December it rejected. In December it even didn't get above this. So be mindful of that. Let's restart on it. Try and get a clear view on it. If you're struggling to get a proper bias on stuff, by the way, what helps for me often is to just fully clear the shard and start over. And then work down on the time frames from high to low. I kind of wanted to reclaim this 3700 region ASAP, because if it doesn't, then like it's still on a bit of a support here, right? This blue zone needs to hold, because if we don't, then it's just gonna roll back over to 3.2k. If it holds here, then you can probably get another stab at 4k, which is probably where bulls get very, very loud, and then they try to catch that breakout on leverage, and that's then where we top or something. XRP lost its trend for the first time in a couple of weeks. It's in a good demand zone here, which it needs to hold. Because if it doesn't, it's just, well, this was pretty much previous range high, right? So you really want it to hold here. Worst case, you want to see deviation and reclaim, but it needs to hold here very, very much. Like very, very much. And then maybe you get like a bounce to 327 or to 337. But you should assume that's a bearish retest until proven otherwise, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. Muse. Like it's in a logical spot to bounce though. Very logical. What was the other short on though? Ondo doesn't look great, to be honest. Pretty similar to a lot of other alts. Where you wanted to not revisit this wick, you really wanted to just bounce from here. Otherwise, it's just gonna like roll over and go back to the lows. Like high time frame, pretty clear picture, right? This 120 to 115 zone is a very difficult zone for us because that's where we first broke down from in February, right? Well, we had a very big support area there. And for us to flip this now, we need a lot of work. So you can just ping pong in this range until further notice. BTC long doing good. If anyone took it. TPs. I mean 116, 200 again. 116, 800, like that whole region. I think Aave needs to hold here. Also same setup as Ondo, just it doesn't have that much res above it, so it can move easier if it holds here. Right? It can move easily back to 330. But that also means it needs to hold here first. And flip this small 294 res first. And then you have like a very nice rounded bottom here. But it needs to not like sweep this wig again. That would be pretty annoying. Yeah, good advice, HBJ. What's Tia up to nowadays? Fucking hell. Holy shit, man. Yeah, this is what happens when you give your investors the right to stake their lock tokens. Because if they can stake their lock tokens, they can earn yield on them. Fuck me, bro. Criminal. Absolutely criminal. Is Tia still logged? No, it's not. I mean, I was lucky. I basically de-risked as soon as Dimension airdropped, but I still round-tripped a bit more money on it than I would care to admit. Fuck that coin, man. I saw some people talking about Resolve earlier. Was it Tariq? The VC coins don't work anymore, man. They do not work. Any more questions, guys? About anything, doesn't need to be a short. Can be about my dog. No, I don't have a dog.
I met Mr. Jones. He's always brave enough to say what he thinks. He's always brave enough. He says always.
Heading out for the weekend. Thanks for joining, HPJ. Have a good weekend, bro. Don't you think it looks like an Ina beta nowadays? I haven't considered. I didn't consider that. Do you mean? Don't you mean the other way around? Uh, I mean, yeah, kind of. Kind of, yeah.
I met Mr. Jones. He's always brave enough to say what he thinks. He's always brave enough. He says always he thinks. Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones.
It looks a bit similar, yeah. Okay, cool, guys. Um, To summarize the stream a little bit, I would wait for, well, not wait actually. The plan is BTC either reclaims from here and tries and go for 120k again and maybe 125k. That's where we look for shorts, swing shorts to be precise, and mainly on Sol and other weak coins. If we don't hold here, we could sweep 114, 112k, which is where I want to see a strong reaction. If we don't see a strong reaction and start closing below 110k, then we're probably cooked for a while. That's pretty much main outlook, and hope this helps. Hope you guys have a nice weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care. Bye bye.